presentation is getting evolved year after year.
152.
Smita, can you announce the first presentation?
Sure. Good afternoon, all the jury members and the presenters. We are starting with the category Best Media Strategy Consumer Products, Beverages and Drinks, and the duration will be 10 minutes for presenter. Starting with the first presentation, entry ID is 215 Ensure. Over to the presenter.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Can you see my screen?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. So hi, this is Pranay. And as Vipin sir said that Emvies is the Oscar of media. So we have chosen the similar template for our presentation. So here we are presenting our case study for Abbott's Ensure.
Pranay, sorry
Yes.
to interrupt. Your screen is not on full screen.
Pranay, don't worry. This time will not be taken. You can restart. Okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how
Good
Ensure
time start. All the best.
Yes. So how Abbott's Ensure has muscle up its first party data strategy to generate 10,000 plus leads monthly. The objective of our initiative was to garner high quality leads. So the challenge we faced was very complex. We were operating in a very overcrowded and highly competitive market. To truly succeed, we needed direct insights from our users, their understanding, their needs, and their preferences. So we could craft more effective and targeted marketing strategies. Previously, we funneled all our traffic to the e-com side. So all traffic from your awareness funnel like YouTube, Meta, and other OTTs, all were directed to the e-com, which then where we were missing the opportunities to generate the user data. To address this, we redesigned our website. We implemented GA4, and all the awareness campaign traffic has been diverted to the website. Therein, we collected 6 million plus cookies, which then becomes the base for our lead generation and remarketing efforts. So this is the audio visual we have.
When Ensure set out to disrupt the muscle health beverage space, the challenge was clear. How do we create high-quality leads in a crowded market with a tighter budget? The answer? First-party data. Welcome to Ensure's Cookie Games, where innovation meets efficiency. Our mission was to transform awareness into action. Ensure had captured millions of curious visitors on its website, but we weren't leveraging the full potential of it. The goal? To convert this interest into high-quality leads using the simplest tool at our disposal, first-party cookies. We identified a health-conscious, curious audience, primarily men and women over 40, who had shown interest in muscle health. These were the perfect candidates for deeper engagement. Historically, Ensure relied on external lead generation, but it was expensive and inefficient. By focusing on our own site's traffic, we saw an untapped resource, engaged visitors who had already shown intent. We overhauled Ensure's website to collect first-party data effortlessly. Through Google Analytics 4, we tracked user behavior and optimized our targeting. We cast a wide net, bringing traffic from all major platforms, creating a unified data pool to refine our lead generation strategy. Then, we invited visitors to opt for cookies, offering a free diet counseling as an incentive. The results were phenomenal. We consistently generated 10,000 leads per month. Our click-through rates doubled and cost per lead dropped by 7x. The best part? We saved 45% of our budget while still delivering higher quality and higher quantum leads. With 70% of the target audience reached, we doubled our impressions monthly. 6 million first-party cookies were captured, fueling high-performance lead generation campaign across Meta and Google. What began as an experiment quickly became a permanent fixture of Ensure's marketing. By leveraging first-party data, Ensure not only slashed costs, but also unlocked a scalable, repeatable, and highly effective lead generation engine. The best solutions at times are the simplest solutions. This case clearly shows the power of the humble cookie. Ensure, by utilizing a resource which was there for long, showcased how the simplest solves can bring in revolutionary change in deliveries and increase efficiency by multiple times.
So this is how we generated 10,000 plus monthly leads. Our CPL was down by 7x. Our CTR was up by 2x, and we importantly saved the budget 45%. So this is how the humble cookie from our website becomes the gold mine of consumer intent. Thanks.
Thank you, Pranay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The next presentation, entry ID is 225, Coca-Cola. Over to the presenter.
We're just sharing a slide.
Okay.
Yes. May I start?
Yes, your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Abha, and I will be taking you through our strategy on Coke Studio. Coca-Cola is the largest aerated beverage brand in the world. But in India, Coke's market share makes it the third largest brand. 70% of its business comes from urban markets, and Gen Z contributes to only 10% of this business. Hence, the task for us was twofold. We had to find a way to move beyond the metros and drive consumption in smaller towns, and we had to do so in a manner that appeals to the younger audience base. This meant that the brand had to make a strategic shift from India to Bharat. But to make this shift, we first needed to identify the media consumption habits of Gen Z in Bharat. Our research showed that the younger audience is deeply passionate about music. Not global trends, but sounds that celebrate their roots, reflecting their regional identity and pride. Coca-Cola's connection to music spans far beyond the last 2 decades. It has been an integral part of its brand identity. But given India's linguistic diversity and Gen Z's increasing preference for regional music, we launched Coke Studio in India in a new avatar, presenting Coke Studio Bharat, a celebration of India's diverse musical heritage, which became our gateway to Bharat. We ensured that our media strategy was true to 4 principles. We had to go local, speaking to our audience in their native languages, and ensure presence on platforms that connect with them. We also had to ensure authenticity in our connections with Gen Z. Additionally, we had to ride the wave of latest trends that rule the hearts of our listeners, and at the same time, provide them with first-of-its-kind experiences, satisfying their FOMO. Coke Studio Bharat brought alive the native languages of different regions, from Kumaoni in Uttarakhand to Haryanvi in Haryana and Awadhi in UP, developing a connect with Gen Z by not just speaking to them in their language, but singing to them in it. To make inroads into the heartlands of Bharat, we crafted a unique partnership with Jio. A strategic content-to-commerce framework created a category-first hub to attract new users, building a community of Coke Studio engagers across 8 different apps within the Jio system. By integrating our content with JioMart, we turned music into a driver of consumer behavior. We tapped into short-form content platforms and regional apps, transforming them into powerful discovery engines for our songs. Every region of Bharat has its own stars, its local heroes, and we partnered with 800 regional influencers and 9,000 youth ambassadors who brought the unique style and authenticity to Coke Studio. We capitalized on the popularity of singing and dance reality shows to massify our songs, whether it was Neha Kakkar singing our Kumaoni song on national TV, or it was global dance group Quick Style's performance on a Punjabi song. These were the defining moments that brought our regional songs to the national forefront. Here's a short glimpse.
पूछो टिमटिम यादें मैं सुबह पुण्यों को केड़ा कर गई
To cater to Gen Z's exclusivity hunger, we turned every single Coke bottle into a gateway of experiences, providing early song access, exclusive music videos, and behind the scenes content. Now let's take you through this musical journey.
Regional music has become a gateway for Gen Z to unwind, express, and connect. Hence, a global brand like Coca-Cola, which thrives on emotional and cultural connections, decided to not just speak, but sing in their languages. Coca-Cola reintroduced their iconic global IP in India, giving a platform to regional artists representing almost every major language. But music isn't just about sound, it's about discovery. We knew that our audience, Gen Z, weren't just listening to music. They were experiencing it in new ways. They were discovering songs on social media. They were using music to de-stress, to vibe, to create. They weren't waiting for the music to come to them. They were finding it. So we flipped the script. Instead of pushing content through traditional ads, we built a discovery-first model. Turning Coke Studio from a music IP into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Our first move? A complete Coke Studio takeover of Jio. For the first time ever, a dedicated Coke Studio content hub was created inside the Jio ecosystem, enabling us to build a community of Coke Studio listeners across 8 different apps. And it wasn't just about streaming. We synchronized Coke Studio content with JioMart, proving that music could drive commerce. Next, we shifted our focus from where the music lived to how it was found and transformed. YouTube. From platform for paid views into a discovery engine. First position placements on YouTube Shorts ensured our tracks launched with maximum effect. Smart video campaigns delivered the right format to the right audience at the right time, boosting views while reducing costs. Regional apps and short video platforms became our gateway into deeper markets. Strategic playlist integrations on streaming platforms ensured our songs stayed top of the mind and top of the charts. And just like that, Coke Studio wasn't just being streamed. It was being searched, shared, and celebrated. To take our music to the masses, we unlocked the true power of audio, building a 360-degree soundscape that resonated everywhere. We connected with Gen Z at key moments through their favorite audio streaming apps. RJ integrations and song plays on radio made Coke Studio the talk of the town. And to close the loop, we took the music straight to the streets with a multi-city metro jingle activation, turning every commute into a Coke Studio experience.
कासाकाय मंडली इस बार कोक स्टूडियो भारत लेकर आया है बायो, a powerhouse song dedicated to our fierce girl tribe.
काय मराठी प्लीज.
We tapped into India's most powerful trendsetters, regional influencers, content creators, and micro communities. We didn't just ask them to promote Coke Studio. We made them part of it. 9,000 plus youth ambassadors carried Coke Studio straight into college communities, making it a movement, not just a moment. Extended KOL integrations beyond Instagram to regional social platforms like Moj and ShareChat turned discovery into a movement. We sparked virality with multi-cohort, multi-influencers, making our music impossible to miss. And united fandoms integrating Coke Studio music with niche creators to make every beat resonate. We didn't just stop there. We took Coke Studio into India's most iconic reality shows. When Neha Kakkar took the stage on TV to sing our song Son Chadi, it wasn't just a performance. It was a moment. When Quick Style danced to a Coke Studio track on TV reality show Dance Plus, it wasn't just choreography. It was a viral movement. Coke Studio Bharat is no longer just a music platform. It's a movement, a celebration, a revolution in sound. And this is just the beginning.
You know why our media strategy was different? because we were not pushing ads to consumers. We were armed with a discovery-led model where our choices were such that we pulled in the users towards our content, and the entire Bharat sang along with us. We saw gains not only in market share, but our mind measures also improved. And guess what? Our songs received 40% organic views, which is a huge benchmark for any content. The journey doesn't end here. Coke Studio Season 3 is already live, so keep listening and keep sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID is 222 Glucon-D. Over to the presenter.
Hi, I'm just going to share my screen. Is my screen visible?
By any chance, are you using the Zoom web version?
Yes.
So please install the Zoom application because we can see the floaters and everything. If it takes time, don't worry. We will call you up next. We go ahead with the next presentation.
Sure, we can do the next presentation and come back.
Yeah. Next presentation is 231 Thumbs Up.
Yeah, just give us a second now. You're putting it up.
No problem.
Hi, hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mansi, and over the next 10 minutes, we'll take you through a journey of how we made India believe in India again. India's largest homegrown brand, Thums Up, has a bold macho appeal and celebrates national pride. It has the highest market share in the cola category. However, 70% of its sales are restricted to summer months. Hence, all efforts of Thums Up are designed to de-seasonalize the brand sales and give the consumer a reason to pick a bottle of Thums Up all year long. Throw back to 2023, when India hosted the biggest celebration of cricket, the ICC Men's World Cup. Thums Up found a natural alignment with this tournament, leveraging its popularity and timing to engage with the consumers beyond the summer months. But when it comes to Cricket World Cup, every brand wants to stand out. So what did we do differently to stand out in this sea of sameness? We spoke to our fans and asked them the million-dollar question. Do you really believe India will win the World Cup? And we got mixed response. While 1.2 billion hearts wished hard for an Indian victory, but with the current form and 12-year gap without an ICC win made fans critical and doubtful. We realized in every Indian fan there was a seesaw of emotions oscillating between fear and faith. While every Indian wanted India to win the World Cup, but not everyone believed. Hence, Thums Up decided to play the role of the catalyst that continues to rally behind its team efforts. It wanted us to believe in it. Presenting to you, Thums Up Utha, India, India Macha.
एक आवाज कहती है ये नया नया कप्तान कहां दिग्गजों की बराबरी कर पाएगा। दूसरी कहती है लिख ले यही कप्तान इतिहास बनाएगा। तेरे अंदर का हर शक मिटाएंगे। तूफान है कब तो हम ही उठाएंगे। थम्स अप उठा इंडिया इंडिया मचा।
So, in our effort to transform doubt into belief, we needed to have a strategy keeping fans at its core, ensuring that we engage with them at every level across the fanverse. We activated this fanverse in two phases. One where we checked the fans' pulse, and another where we inspired belief among fans. Coming to the phase one, when the World Cup fever was increasing, we fueled the debate and asked the fans, thumbs up utha, apni side bata. We launched a special edition split can that sparked the debate. Will India win or not? By simply scanning the can, fans became part of the conversation. Votes were captured at the city level, generating over 400 creative pieces, each pitting cities against one another. And while the fans were voting, we brought the cricketing fraternity together, sharing their beliefs and fears through a 5-episodic content series hosted on Hotstar by the name of Thumbs Up Fan Pulse. Once we checked the pulse of the nation, it was the time to inspire them. We did this in the period when Indian players had hit the field and live matches had just begun. So, with an aim of inspiring belief among at-home fans, we ruled the media with a series of inspiring creatives on the back of a high-visibility campaign. While our TVC set the stage, we knew the real battle was on social. And to make an impact on X, the ultimate cricket battleground where every play is analyzed, every player is scrutinized, Thumbs Up played and launched the Believer bot, responding to social debates in real time in SRK's voice, boosting belief in the team. It didn't end here. To eradicate every doubt and rallying the crowd like never before, we brought the India India Macha victory cry to life with the legendary Bharat Army for the final stretch right in the stadium. And when our fans were away from home, we connected with them through DOH and at point of sale by covering 2 lakh outlets to the color of belief. Let me now take you through an AV that shows the Tufani journey of this campaign.
इस बार तो फीलिंग है यार, वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया ही जीतेगा। पर वर्ल्ड कप जीतने के मामले में ऑस्ट्रेलिया का रिकॉर्ड जबरदस्त है।
जडेजा की फॉर्म देखो कितनी किलर चल रही है, पर 12 साल से नहीं जीते।
इंडिया कितनी सही फॉर्म में है इस बार, पर बाकी टीम भी फॉर्म में है।
थम्स अप उठा, इंडिया इंडिया मचा।
Hi, I'm Bot. Thumbs Up Believer Bot. No worries at all here. India's bowling attack is like a storm, with 87 wickets already under their belt. They are the Tufani force that will blow away any opposition. Get ready for a thrilling match.
So yes, while India believed in India again, the brand also gained phenomenal results by gaining highest market share during non-summer months and left in the mind measures. So judges, World Cup ho ya Champions Trophy, thumbs up utha, India, India macha. Thank you.
Thank you. It's Glucon-D team is ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. Entry ID 222 Glucon-D. Over to the presenter.
I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, but we can see the floaters.
But it is in the app. It's in the app. It's in the app. Let me do a present again. Just go on.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. I'll just reshare. Just give me 1 second. This the customer. There's a way to camera on customer. I'm sharing full screen, okay?
Oh. Yeah. Share.
Let me know if it's visible.
No, still we can see the floaters.
Just give us some time, we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay. Moving to the next presentation. Entry ID is 233 Horlicks Diabetes Plus. Over to the presenter.
Let me know if it's visible.
No, still we can see the floaters.
Is it visible? Full screen?
Yes.
May I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Did you know there is a community as large as an entire country like Mexico right here in India? India has over 10 crore people living with diabetes, a population as large as Mexico. Alarming, isn't it? Good afternoon, everyone. Our campaign wasn't just about marketing a product, but about addressing one of India's fastest growing health concern, diabetes. 1 in 7 Indian is a diabetic, and South and East zones alone in India have almost 80% occurrence of diabetes. But how many of us really know higher consumption of sugar with less fiber intake leads to diabetic conditions? Hence, what if managing diabetes wasn't just about medicine, but about empowering individuals with the right tool, knowledge, and nutrition? This is where Horlicks Diabetes Plus steps in, a trusted partner in the journey towards healthier living. We started with stepping up our marketing objective, drive 20% revenue growth with clear intent of driving the awareness of fiber in Horlicks Diabetes Plus. However, being in the health category, we faced multiple challenges. We had limited option on how we can directly target diabetics. Moreover, our ads got flagged under health policy whenever we used 1p and 2p signal on YouTube and Meta. Doctor endorsements are banned in India. And the biggest challenge was, how do we find 101 million diabetic individuals out of the 1.4 billion we are today? Well, this did not stop us. We marched ahead to bring the campaign alive. We adopted our proprietary Good Growth Framework built on 3 pillars: discovery, design, and delivery. In the discover stage, we started by identifying where do diabetics actively engage. Our data-driven insight discovered key behavioral signals like they visit diabetic clinic regularly and use health management apps like Beto and Practo. Further, e-commerce apps are their go-to place for buying diabetes-related products. Also, they trust advice by health experts and believe in information on news channels. In the design stage, we translated insight into a hyper-targeted multi-platform strategy. Our clear task at hand was to reach people actively seeking diabetes solution by using real-world deterministic signals, mapping their location, behaviors, and activities. We ensured relevant messaging at the right moment. With deterministic signals, we identified platforms to determine purchase behavior, do precision targeting, and engage with diabetics using health apps. Further, we captured search behavior, used online health experts, and sampling opportunities to drive awareness about fiber. All of this was layered with strategically utilizing TV news. Now, let's dive into the execution strategy tailored for each platform. Each platform was chosen to solve a unique challenge. Amazon DSP helped leverage purchase behavior data to target high-intent diabetic consumer. InMobi's polygon targeting helped us target frequent clinic visitors. Glance used apographic signal to engage users through lock screen ads, while Practo and Beto enabled us to connect directly with the diabetics. Further, we used YouTube's custom lineup to reach users consuming diabetes-related content. Health influencers helped us in building trust. Flipkart ensured we delivered product samples along with glucometer purchases. And regional news channels localized our message, reaching older diabetic audience effectively. Let's see how we brought a good growth framework alive.
During launch, we faced immense challenges. Traditional advertising led to audience spillage. Remarketing was restricted. And fiber, a crucial element in diabetes management, lacked awareness. We needed precision, not just presence. We tackled the diabetes crisis head-on with our Good Growth Framework strategy, harnessing data and strategic touchpoints to deliver impactful solutions to those who needed them most. In the discover stage, we identified our target audience using real-world deterministic signals, mapping their locations, behaviors, and activities. This data-driven approach enabled us to reach diabetic audiences with precision across multiple platforms. In the design stage, we translated insights into a hyper-targeted, multi-platform strategy to engage diabetic audiences with relevance and impact. Using InMobi's polygon targeting, we mapped frequent visitors to diabetic hospitals and clinics in real time, enabling precise outreach. Through Glance's apography targeting, we segmented diabetes-focused audiences based on app usage patterns, ensuring high-context engagement. We overcame YouTube's medical ad restrictions by analyzing intent signals from 900 plus diabetes-specific channels, curating a custom lineup to reach high-intent viewers. A Flipkart exclusive sampling partnership placed the product directly in the hands of potential users. Additionally, Amazon DSP allowed us to reach in-market consumers already purchasing sugar-free products, glucometers, and diabetic health essentials. We collaborated with 50 plus influencers and diabetologists, leveraging their credibility to build trust and authenticity. Further, we took the conversation to news channels to drive news-led awareness. In the delivery stage, our precision-driven strategy translated into tangible success, driving awareness, engagement, and sales. Net revenue grew 20% and online sales 15%. Market share tripled. Product awareness rose 500 basis points from 12% to 17%. We delivered 350 million monthly impressions, precisely targeting diabetic audiences. Partnerships with Practo and Beto facilitated delivered 50,000 free consultations. This campaign redefined healthcare marketing, demonstrating the power of strategic reach, relevance, and impact. Horlicks Diabetes Plus.
While the results speak for themselves, what makes this campaign truly unique is that it wasn't just a one-off activity. It was a year-long journey of consistent effort powered by the good growth strategy. Month on month, insight map to solutions translated into impactful business growth. To sum it up, we leveraged our partner ecosystem to segment these behaviors into deterministic and probabilistic signals. Using our proprietary media mix tool, we built a targeted bottom-up plan. Deterministic signals for consideration and conversion, followed by probabilistic segment for broader awareness. We reached out to 60% of diabetic audience, delivering 20% sales growth. Let's hear from our client, Sana, on how Horlicks Diabetes Plus made a difference.
The team did an excellent job of combining probabilistic and deterministic signals across publishers, created a great campaign for us, and made us trusted partners in diabetes care.
In conclusion, our mission goes beyond numbers. It's about transforming lives. And this is just the beginning. We will continue our precision targeting journey to reach and empower more diabetics along the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID is 250, Starbucks. Over to the presenter.
Is my screen visible and my audio fine?
Yes.
Sound check. Yeah, just a sound check. Is the screen visible and the audio is fine?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. I'll start.
Yeah, you can start now.
Okay. Hi, jury. Good afternoon. I'm Abhishek, and today I'm excited to take you through the journey of how cutting chai found its way into the Starbucks stores. From our first store in Seattle back in 1971 to an incredible 40,000 stores worldwide in 2025, we have completely transformed the way people experience and enjoy coffee across the globe. Since making our way to India in 2012, we have become a market leader holding 26% market share in the chain cafe and bar category. With over 450 stores across tier 1, 2, and 3 cities, Starbucks is more than just coffee. From the simple joy of writing your name on a cup to celebrating individuality, supporting tea farmers, advocating for workplace equality, and embracing the LGBTQIA+ community, it has always been about human connections for us. Our mission has been to create a space where urban consumers feel right at home. At our core, we are a people company, no matter the place, no matter the language. And we are committed to making every Starbucks store your third home, beyond work and home. But who exactly are these diverse consumers we are talking about? Well, they are as diverse as the coffees we serve, from professionals closing deals over a cup of coffee, to couples enjoying a cozy date, to friends and family unwinding in the evening, and of course, the true coffee lovers who just can't do without their brew. Starbucks is for everyone, and at Starbucks, everyone is welcome. But despite inclusivity being at the heart of the brand, we have faced challenges in bringing new consumers into the Starbucks family. Even with such a wide audience, there are 4 key barriers that restricted footfalls. Barrier 1, the need for local flavors. Our global coffee and tea offerings didn't always click with the local palate. Indians don't like a compromise on their taste, whether it's their desi masala chai or their strong filter coffee. Barrier number 2, affordability matters. With competitors like Cafe Coffee Day and Blue Tokai offering coffee at lower prices, Starbucks was often seen as a premium indulgence. Barrier 3, the intimidating ambience. For many casual coffee drinkers, especially in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, our stores felt a bit too formal. Barrier 4, food portions were too large. Indian consumers prefer bite-sized snacks with their chai or coffee rather than having a full meal. So the big question was, how do we create something culturally relevant that truly connects with the diverse audience in India? Let's look at the AV to see how we brought this alive.
Globally, we have spent the last 50 years building a different company with people at the center, balancing profitability and social conscience. So, who are we today? What is Starbucks as we look into our future? We are a people company. We are a coffee company for sure, and it is at the core of what we do, no matter what the place, no matter the language, tall or not so much. We are a different company, and everyone is welcomed at Starbucks. However, in India, not everyone felt welcome, as Starbucks menu did not match with India's diverse food culture. Cutting chai, filter coffee and traditional drinks like kahwa, turmeric milk, haldi doodh as staples hold a very significant emotional and cultural value. And with 400 million people consuming these drinks, Starbucks recognized the need to bridge this gap and create a more inclusive offerings. We partnered with Zomato and Swiggy, along with Google, to draw valuable insights to delve into India's diverse food preferences. With Zomato and Swiggy, we discovered the following combos are frequently ordered by coffee and tea consumers: egg mayo sandwich with kapi, bun maska with chai. In addition, we identified that for consumers, rupees 200 to 250 was the sweet spot for an average combo meal price, ideal for consumers in tier 2 and 3 cities. With Google Insights Finder, we identified 500,000 searches for filter coffee and 700,000 for cutting chai in key cities. Basis that we introduced beverages in select cities. This is the first time in 15 years in India we changed our menu, leading to more footfalls. This was amplified on media, targeting 11 distinct consumer groups with tailored messaging to resonate with each of them.
वही 6 बजे वाली मीटिंग की कहानी, टारगेट सर पे सवार है।
कोई सुझाव है?
पकाओ सिचुएशन के लिए क्लासिक फिक्स, इंडिया के लिए खास, इंडिया से इंस्पायर्ड क्लासिक कॉफी एट स्टारबक्स.
With this, we offered a locally inspired menu that welcomed new consumers without losing its premium quality. And we saw tangible business results. We saw 14% new user growth in smaller cities and 8.3% in larger cities. Business grew by 4.5% in average daily transactions. Brand recall increased by 15%, and 67% of customer feedback was positive on the localized food offerings. Searches for new products grew by 87%. With overall brand searches rising by 11%. With cutting chai on the menu, this media strategy transformed Starbucks into an inclusive, consumer-centric destination in India.
So judges, whether you need a quick break, a moment to unwind, or just a place to catch up with your friends, remember, you can always count on Starbucks because now also got cutting chai for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID is 257, Lipton Green Tea. Over to the presenter.
Yes. I'll just share my screen. Just checking, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll start. Hi, I'm sure sitting through this beverage category has got everyone a bit thirsty. I sure am. But do I really want to reach out for a sugary carbonated drink? Maybe not. I'm looking for something tasty yet healthy. Any ideas? What about green tea? Enjoyable and refreshing? Or is it something less appealing? Chug it down as quickly as possible. Isn't that what we all think? Lipton Green Tea was the undisputed market leader. We had impressive growth, but our problem continued. Repeat purchases were declining. Why? The taste. People knew green tea was good for them, but they didn't enjoy drinking it. Over 70% of first-time green tea drinkers abandoned it after just one try. Our objective was twofold: protect our market share and, more importantly, convert those who had given up on green tea. We needed to turn one-time triers into repeat consumers. That's where Bitter Now Better came in. While we changed the product and improved the taste, the media challenge was to communicate the same and get our first-time triers to try it once more. Our strategy was built on our proprietary good growth framework, focusing on three key elements: understanding our lapsers, transforming consumer perception, and strategically timing our product placement to drive consideration. We first set out to discover our audience. Through the day, she is active across multiple media touchpoints. She spends significant time online, particularly with video. She trusts influencers and values wellness that fits into her lifestyle. With a detailed audience analysis, we identified three key cohorts: wellness warriors, digitally connected, and discerning purchasers. Health-focused individuals, those highly reliant on technology, and selective and informed buyers. At the next step, we looked for platforms where these cohorts would be available. Using deterministic signals, we built our audience-first approach to drive consideration. For our wellness warriors, apps related to fitness and wellness were our first port of call. Our audience is active on workout apps and looking for nutritional food online. Instantly delivered food on QCOM was their go-to snack. Considering our digitally connected cohort and their interest-based searches on social, Instagram became our second pillar. The next pillar was influencers, considering this audience looks for opinions and guidance online. we leveraged the popularity of Shraddha Kapoor. She became the face of Lipton's Bitter Now Better campaign. And lastly, we activated a video campaign reaching our audience where they would be available, which included YouTube and television. These audience-first insights fueled the next step to design the consideration strategy. Stage design. Here we tapped into two key opportunities, resolutions and challenges. With New Year approaching in November 23, health and fitness was top of mind. Every year, our audience made resolutions. Every year, they posted them. And every year, over 50% of the resolutions were around fitness. We deployed our Planning for Agility framework to identify key moments between November to January when our audience was most susceptible to make resolutions and choose healthy diet options. 2. Our audience loved online challenges, ranging across their affinities. From dance to food to fitness, they were eager to watch and participate in them. We therefore launched the Lipton 21-Day Challenge, activating influencers across fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle. Sip Lipton for 21 days, create a habit, and take a step towards a healthier lifestyle. With a widespread influencer approach, we drove engagement of our audience, inviting them to participate with Lipton. We had now discovered the right touch points to reach our audiences and identified the right opportunities to design our messaging. The next step was to deliver. Let's see how we activated our audience-first approach.
Smooth, refreshing, and packed with health benefits, Lipton Green Tea has been a dominant market player, but a crucial challenge persisted: its bitter taste. Consumers loved what green tea did for their health, but struggled to make it a habit. With the launch of Clear and Light, we set out to transform the narrative from bitter to so much better. The impetus drove us to craft a full-funnel media strategy based on the proprietary Good Growth framework to change people's perceptions, making green tea a delightful daily ritual. Discover phase identifies the core media touchpoints. The design phase enables the right content to grab the audience attention while nudging them through path to purchase in the delivery phase. We launched a high-impact TV and digital campaign. Over 26,000 TV spots ran across 230-plus channels, ensuring mass reach. On digital, Shraddha Kapoor, with 94.3 million followers, showcased how Lipton fit into her everyday wellness. YouTube video showcased product benefits, while Instagram Reels captured influencers trying out the new tasty Lipton, maximizing reach and brand recall. Simultaneously, we moved beyond awareness by partnering with CultFit, StepSet Go, and influencers to talk about our 21-day challenge, build credibility and drive consideration. Fitness influencers like Meenal and Mami Agarwal created authentic content demonstrating Lipton's role in an enjoyable wellness routine. Additionally, across the fitness platforms, we integrated Lipton into a daily ritual of 50-plus influencers, showcasing them drinking it and incorporating it into their routines. We also use the opportunity to fuel trials and conversion through Swiggy, rewarding with a Lipton sample on every order placed through Swiggy's guilt-free section. Over 2 lakh samples were distributed alongside healthy orders, paired with video content guiding the first sip.
Take the Lipton 21 days challenge for a fitter lifestyle.
The Lipton 21-day challenge, powered by influencers, invited customers to make green tea a daily ritual.
Tag Lipton India and share your reel of enjoying a cup of Lipton green tea.
But why 21 days? Because psychology-backed research shows that that's the time it takes to turn an action into a habit. To make purchasing easier, we integrated shoppable video content and ran Amazon DSP campaigns, delivering over 5 million plus impressions and a 9x increase in ROAS.
Grab the Lipton green tea from Amazon.
Amazon.
All this while our sights were set on creating a seamless path to purchase. The impact was undeniable, with more people trying, loving, and buying Lipton than ever before. We reached and engaged with over 20 million people, leading to taste perception improved by 300 bps, Purchase intent soared by 400 BPS, and Amazon DSP campaigns delivered a 9x ROAS boost through this expansive full funnel campaign.
Good.
We did so much more than just sell tea. We reshaped consumer behavior and shifted the narrative, setting new benchmarks for digital-first brand transformation.
To summarize, discover, design, and deliver work together seamlessly to drive consideration. We discovered the right cohorts, designed our strategy based on consumption moments and interests, and delivered it with deterministic signals in the most effective way. With regards to our twofold marketing objective, we achieved a 300 bips increase in market share and a 100 bips increase in repeat buyers. Let's see what our client has to say.
Lipton's green tea campaign was a huge success. They changed how people think about our tea. We got more new triers and, more importantly, more new repeat triers, which is a huge thing. So congratulations.
We didn't just sell more tea. We changed the way people experience taste. Bitter, now better, became the new reality. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Glucon-D team.
Yeah, we're just starting.
Have you installed the Zoom?
Yes, I have. You have to start video wait once. No, wait, that can start later also. That's fine. Sure. Still coming.
Still the floaters are coming. Can you just put on the full screen first?
Yeah.
Yeah, good to go. And
Is it visible?
yes, can you just move the screen once? Let's just check if it is moving.
Next slide, you mean?
Yeah, just slides.
Sure.
Move the slides.
Yeah. Just not the. Yeah.
It's not moving. Can you just
Yeah,
go
I'm
to the
just
second page?
going to the second slide. Is it moving?
No, it's stuck.
Yeah.
Can you stop the presenter view and just use the full screen?
Sure.
That way?
Sure. Yeah. Just a second. This is visible, right?
Yes, still.
I'll just.
Yeah. Can you just move the pages or slides?
Okay, just checking that. I think it's not moving. Oh, yeah, okay, it's moving. Yeah.
It's not moving on our end. We can't. Yeah, it's working now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your patience.
No
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Renita, and today I will be sharing with you the incredible journey of how we successfully integrated Glucon-D into people's everyday lives. Competing in a 1.3 billion summer beverage industry, where every brand fights to be on the go thirst quencher, merely visibility is not enough. We required dominance. In a category where every brand appears similar, creating clear distinctions between brands becomes challenging for consumers. And for decades, Glucon-D was used only during the times of extreme dehydration during hot summer or to recover from illnesses. There was a reason to move Glucon-D from beyond just a need-based solution and establish an emotional connection, one that made Glucon-D a part of everyday life, not just an SOS fix. A recent study done on dehydration uncovers some interesting facts. Number one, that 75% of Indians are dehydrated to some degree. They get tempted by artificial juices and fizzy drinks in summer, which only add to the misery of dehydration. Secondly, even mild dehydration slows down your metabolism by at least 3%. When thirsty, metabolism further drops by 10%. Thirdly, when the body loses water, it can also lose key nutrients like glucose, potassium, vitamin C, and calcium, which can lead to heat stroke, exhaustion, and irregular heartbeats. If you're feeling thirsty right now, you're already dehydrated. This is what we called silent dehydration. Glucon-D embarked on a mission to tackle silent dehydration at the points of receptivity, right here, right now. We address this with three fundamental pillars: point of empathy, point of pseudohydration, and point of physical exhaustion. Point of empathy is about delivering the message of silent dehydration in a situation where people recognize and understand someone's real life struggle. Point of pseudohydration, we delivered our message to consumers who believed pseudo-hydration like mango drinks, energy drinks, Ruh Afza, and ice cream can help them quench their thirst. Lastly, at the point of physical exhaustion, we delivered the message during moments of peak exhaustion from physical activities, not restricting it to peak summer. Let's look at the AV to showcase you our mission to tackle silent dehydration.
Every moment matters. But what if exhaustion is quietly draining your energy? India is facing a hidden threat: silent dehydration. It's a serious health issue we cannot ignore. Glucon-D, an iconic brand, needed to go beyond a simple solution and create an emotional connection to fight this silent killer. Glucon-D embarked on a mission to tackle silent dehydration at the points of receptivity, right here, right now. In the point of empathy phase, extreme exhaustion and fatigue affect many, but traffic police face it daily. They brave intense heat, especially in summer, working tirelessly outdoors. They endure extreme heat daily, with over 10 officers dying from heat stroke every summer. We chose to honor our unsung heroes, the traffic police, by launching a heartfelt initiative to express our gratitude. We served glasses of Glucon-D to on-duty traffic police, providing instant energy and vital hydration to combat the soaring heat in a Glucon-D caravan. We served over 10 lakh glasses of Glucon-D, that is more than 2 lakh liters. We served more than 3,000 traffic police and over 20,000 residents with this initiative. We then tackled with points of pseudo-hydration, targeting the summer drinks category. We partnered with Sync Media, utilizing their fingerprinting technology to target consumers exposed to competing summer brands like cola and mango drinks, which falsely claim to quench thirst. Our goal was to highlight that Glucon-D is the true thirst quencher, not these misleading alternatives. Thirdly, we tackled the point of physical exhaustion by identifying cohorts that are not only affected by heat but also by physical exhaustion. We narrowed down on 10 cohorts across audiences who are always on the move in 9 key cities among 3 temperature buckets. Using data from the Weather API, we targeted consumers at the exact moment they needed that energy. With over 270 real-time updates in just 30 days, Glucon-D was there when it mattered most. But what made this campaign truly unique? Our consideration jumped by 300 BPS, demonstrating Glucon-D's acceptance as a daily partner in combating exhaustion. Market share for Glucon-D grew up to 60%, 3% growth in market share versus last year. Non-summer sales peaked at 33%, reinforcing that Glucon-D is not just for extreme exhaustion under summer heat. Beyond the tangible results, Glucon-D installed more than 100 canopies for traffic police at various locations to combat the summer heat. This is just a humble and small beginning to ensure that India does not stay dehydrated.
As an iconic brand, it inherently becomes our duty to address consumer problems beyond marketing targets. We use data to better the health of people and not just give them a billion reasons to get 15 seconds of fame. Now, I think we have a couple of minutes of the presentation time left. So I would suggest you hydrate yourself with some Glucon-D. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And with this presentation, we have completed the one category. So with the can we have 10 minutes break, jury members? And then we can start the next category.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So 10 minutes break.
Jury members, can we start? If everyone are ready, we can go and start the next presentations.
Yeah, we can start. I'm ready.
Okay,
Yeah, I think we can start.
thank you. Smita, can you announce the first presenter?
Yes, sir.
Next category.
Moving to the next category, Best Media Innovation Digital Performance, and the duration will be 7 minutes per presenter. Starting with the first presentation, entry ID is 1453, UltraTech. Over to presenter.
Thanks, Smita. I'm just going to share my screen and then you let me know if it's visible to everyone.
Yes, sure.
Good to start. You let me know whenever.
Nitin?
You haven't shared your computer sound. If you don't have any video, that's okay.
There is a video, but can I just quickly run it and you tell me if it's audible?
You haven't shared it. Just go to the options on top.
I understand, Nitin. Can you just tell me if it's working? Just let me know.
Introducing UltraTech Se Pucho. Introducing UltraTech Se Pucho.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I've just used a very different setting. That's why I didn't share it at the first place.
All right, no problem.
So let me know. I can start.
Yeah, your time starts now. All the best.
Perfect. Thank you very much, jury, for being here today. And today, while jury, you're here to judge some of the cases that we are presenting to you, this also poses a very unique opportunity for you to judge exactly what these logos that define you as a brand are actually capable of, and how can they actually impact your business performance goals. We today live in a world of accessibility. No matter what kind of issue you have at hand, be it a health, a law and order, or a legal issue, there's always a trusted expert who's always available for you. Well, you get the flow. But the idea is that whenever you have a trusted expert at your disposal, there is also a large need for a trusted expert in a category that is something which is very core to us, and that is home building. If you actually ever imagine, 90% of Indians build their homes once in a lifetime. There's close to 120 billion rupees across India that is at risk. Why do I say at risk? Because when you're building your home, it's an irreversible decision and you're building it only once. While there are certain type of experts who are available to help you with these, they are also providing you, come to you through limitations. Architects can only afford for people who can be able to afford them. Contractors may not have the best of the interest. And the belief is low on such people. Why? Because home building comes with numerous questions. Questions about what material should I use? How do I budget myself? How deep does the foundation go? How long does the concrete need to dry? These questions that are innate to every home builder are things that can be costly. Why? Because these mistakes on such kind of home building ideas can become irreversible and you wouldn't want to falter on these. So what do? We actually look up to people who are close to us. Our merit wale tauji, our pados ke uncle, ya Kanpur ke chacha. While these people are the most trustworthy for us because they come from family, they do not get you the right expertise. And if they do not get you the right expertise, what you end up with is something close to looking like this, or even this. So these are mistakes that can land up with you in your houses and in a way which are irreversible. Which also brings us to the most important part of home building, that cement plays a very important role and an irreversible part in building of your homes. Hence, it is natural to expect that major cement brands are there to bridge the gap for a trusted expert. Most of these cement brands have done their build by building a mold kind of an effect on the media mix that they take to reach out to people like us. They build their websites, they create an IVR bot system, they have their social media reach, and they have the radio in place. But what they tend to still miss out on is the last mile conversion, reaching out to the audiences at large and actually meeting them where they belong. Hence, when we as UltraTech went about looking at our presence across India, we came upon a realization that all of these placements that you see in front of you, jury, is actually has one thing in common, and that is the UltraTech logo. You're right, the 1.9 billion UltraTech logo presence is scattered across cement bags, dealer panels, wall paintings, hoardings. Now imagine the capacity that we hold when it comes to logo presence with us. And that is how we wanted to turn the information around. We saw that India's mobile revolution was bringing about a whole different way people are searching for home building as information. And that gave us the brilliant idea of landing one of the most unique solution for the home building people. And that was transforming 1.9 billion UltraTech static logos into 1.9 billion home building experts. All you had to do was UltraTech se pucho. How? Here's have a look.
Introducing UltraTech Se Pucho, a first of its kind experience merging with the best of AI vision, AR, and generative AI. The AI computer vision recognizes the UltraTech logo. Augmented reality experience transforms the logo into a 3D home building expert. And the generative AI powered WhatsApp bot instantly connects users with a real world UltraTech expert. Within few days of the launch, top news channels featured UltraTech Se Pucho on Prime Times News.
Number one, cement UltraTech. घर निर्माण से जुड़ी हर तकनीकी जानकारी के लिए UltraTech से पूछो इनिशिएटिव.
Popular influencers shared it among their followers. And we received tons of organic coverage from reputed publications. The nation's most iconic voice brought the experience to life on the legendary primetime show watched by 1 billion Indians.
स्क्रीन पे दिए हुए जो क्यूआर कोड है उसको आपको स्कैन करना होगा और एआई एआर टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से जानकारी आपको मिलेगी.
To create intrigue and drive trials, we even built on-ground installation in key markets. And using hyperlocal targeting, we reached the right audience at the right time. All this cumulatively helped in making UltraTech Se Pucho a pivotal home building companion. अब घर निर्माण से जुड़ी हर एक तकनीकी बात सिर्फ एक स्कैन से जानो. UltraTech इंजीनियर के साथ UltraTech से पूछो.
नमस्कार, तो आप घर निर्माण कर रहे हैं.
Introducing.
Last one.
Yeah, as you see, what it actually turned around in terms of performance for us was the fact that we were able to hijack the entire Google search network with our presence, which led to an experience towards this AI experience. Secondly, we also triangulated a buyer cohort system, which we did with help of InMobi. We also created a hyperlocal targeting construction hubs, and we translated into a direct shopper journey. This kind of a performance led to outstanding results for us. These results gave us the highest amount of reach of 55 million. We created a user universe of 12 lakh home builders that we could translate into conversations on a daily basis. We also pushed the immersiveness as high as 2 minutes per session. We had an outstanding 100,000 downloads of the app, which also led to this experience. The rural penetration came up by 50% and the earned media value went up to 38 million in short. Jury, do realize and understand that the power that your logo holds can be outstanding, and all it needs is a small scan that can turn into a greater conversation year on year. So how would you give it a shot? The QR code is in front of you. Scan it and see how the power of UltraTech logo was unleashed and be the home building exercise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 1401 Asian Paints. Over to presenter.
Yes, just give me 1 minute. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes. But not the full screen.
Now?
Now it's, yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, jury and my dear colleagues from the industry. My name is Ankita, and today I'm here to showcase how Asian Paints' new brand, Beautiful Homes, has achieved 3x growth in monthly organic revenue. Let's start by taking a look at the interior decor market in India. This market was valued at 34 billion US dollars in 2024 and is growing at a rate of 9 to 10% annually. Urbanization and rising incomes are the factors that are driving the growth of this market. And for 70% of the consumers in this industry, their journey begins with an online search. Keeping these factors in mind, Asian Paints, which is the market leader in India's painting industry, launched a new brand called Beautiful Homes 3 years ago to penetrate India's growing interior decor market. We wanted to cater to the rising demand for various interior decor styles that are becoming popular amongst urban Indians. Our objective was to position Beautiful Homes as India's leading online platform for interior design services. To gather consumer insights, we studied this category and also observed Google's search landscape. Our insights are as follows. There are 20 million monthly searches happening around this category, and the top themes are interior design, modular kitchen, ceiling design, bedroom design, etc. We also studied more than 2,000 search queries related to this category and realized that Google shows image results 90% of the time, which means that this is a highly visual category. And for more than 50% of the searches, users are seeking information related to this category. This means that our strategy and media innovation had to revolve around providing useful information to users in a visually appealing manner. We decided to leverage AI tools to build a whole new design ideas section for our Beautiful Homes website. And we also decided to build 2 interactive tools which would help us to improve our user engagement. Let's take a look at this. How did we build a whole new design ideas section? We leveraged an AI tool called Jasper, for which we mastered the art of prompt engineering. We leveraged long tail queries with low to medium search volumes and integrated them into our prompts. For example, low search volume keywords like minimalistic decor style for compact living room or 2-color combination for bedroom walls were integrated into our prompts and then used to create more than 1,000 images which were added to our new design ideas section. We also optimized these images so that Google could discover and index them easily. Next, we built 2 interactive tools. The first one was a Discover Your Style quiz. This quiz helps our users to identify a design which aligns with their personality and also matches their interior decor needs. At the end of this quiz, the user is also prompted to take a look at our interior budget calculator, which gives them options like our economy package or our premium package or our luxury package, which helps them to select the materials, textures, and furnitures that they want to buy within their budget. Let's take a look at how we deployed this strategy through our video.
Than just walls and paint. In the hearts of Indians, a beautiful home is more than just walls and paint. It's a symbol of happiness, harmony, and pride. Recognizing this sentiment, Asian Paints, India's most beloved paint brand, embarked on a journey to transform homes into dreams, with their interior design business called Beautiful Homes.
I wanted to inform you that everything is running on time and your home will be ready by tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
With a deep understanding of the Indian psyche and a market ripe for innovation, Asian Paints knew they were in the perfect position to revolutionize interior design. But in an industry growing at an average annual rate of 9.5%, where Indian homeowners were fascinated by contemporary, minimalistic, Indian traditional, bohemian designs and turned to the online search for inspiration. The question was, can Beautiful Homes answer to the evolving needs of the modern consumer? To capture the search queries, they created over 1,000 rich designs and decor styles under the Design Ideas section, which became a treasure trove of inspiration for homeowners. But Asian Paints didn't stop there. They added an interesting Discover Your Style quiz a dynamic feature showcasing aesthetic visuals tailored to every room in the house. At the end of the journey, users were prompted to take the next step with the interior budget calculator.
With this strategy, we were able to see fantastic results. The number of keywords for which we were ranking in top 3 positions improved from 50 in November 23 to more than 230 in September 24. And as you can see on the right-hand side over here, the images from our design ideas section started getting prominently displayed in the image search results right at the top of Google's search landscape. This helped our share of voice to improve from 0.4% to 12%. As our organic visibility grew, our organic traffic also saw an impressive jump of 45% from 79,000 in November 23 to 114,000 in September 24. For us, this had a cascading impact on the bottom of the funnel as well, because our online form submits grew from 264 in November 23 to 3,625 in September 24. As a result of this, our organic revenue saw an uptake of 3x in 11 months. This means that we were able to successfully contribute to the profitability of Asian Paints business. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you.
Next presentation, entry ID is 1434, Soft Matic Liquid. Over to the presenter.
Hello, hi. Just give me a couple of minutes to bring up my slides, please. Can someone confirm? It's
Yeah,
visible?
you can. You haven't shared your computer sound.
That's okay. Can someone confirm if I'm audible right now?
Yes, we can hear you, and we can see the screen as well. Don't you have any videos to be played?
I don't have a video to be played, so
All right, then you can start. Your time starts now. All the best.
thank you. Good afternoon, judges. I'm Evelyn Goes from Mindshare Fulcrum, and I'm here to tell you the story of how we unlocked growth for Surf Liquid Matic using an integrated digital commerce approach. To begin with, our going-in objective was an audacious one. We wanted to accelerate growth for Surf Liquid ahead of the category. And why did we believe this was possible? Let's look at the laundry landscape for answers. Firstly, liquid detergents was outpacing powder growth, with penetration increasing 320 bips versus 20 bips on powder. Within laundry, Surf had the strongest penetration at 73% among all brands, but our online share was only 23%, meaning there was enough and more headroom to grow. Now, to capitalize on this headroom, Surf had already started to operate at high SOVs to outshout competition. Yet, there were obstacles in the way that had to be addressed. What we're referring to is the dominance of powder in the category, which had resulted in a deeply ingrained powder usage habit and the perception that liquid is more expensive. We needed to navigate through this and deliver the message effectively, convincing consumers that Surf Liquid Matic offered both value and superior performance. Now, to deliver this message effectively, the starting point was to target the right audience, which in this case was the laundry shopper. Given Blinkit's leadership in the laundry category within QCom, combined with their ability to target specific shopper audiences, made them the ideal platform to partner with. Blinkit also allowed us to reach sizable user base, actively seeking laundry solutions, and that paired with the consumer's growing preference for quick commerce aligned perfectly with our intended play. But, what we also knew was that quick commerce isn't just another e-commerce channel. It's a whole different world with consumers behaving very differently. Let's look at the stats. 70% of users enter QCOM platforms focused on urgent refills and immediate needs, meaning session times are low, and so also the window to convince. 80% of these audiences search for brands directly rather than generic detergent keywords, meaning they know what they want, making competition keywords crucial for us. And this, when combined with the limited audience of 1.5 million laundry buyers on platforms, meant that the fight for conversion would be challenging and costly one in a high intent but competitive space. Another critical behavior consumers displayed was adding directly to cart from the search page. And the limited space on the search tiles made it difficult to spotlight unique selling points of liquid versus powder. In all of this, it was becoming amply clear that we perhaps could maximize on-platform impact, provided we were able to target the shopper and shape early decisions off platform. And the game changer that could help us bridge this was Blinkit collab ads with Meta, also called CPAS. The then newly launched Blinkit CPAS allowed us to precisely target Blinkit's first-party laundry shopper audiences on Meta for reach, build consideration among new customers, and direct audiences back to platform for conversion. In this format, Blinkit would support with data passback to Meta, ensuring full visibility from click to purchase, with users' ad interaction recorded at every step of the funnel. These signals could then be used by Meta to optimize campaigns for cost-efficient and traffic and conversion. With this unlock, our big idea and media play was simple but powerful: an integrated media strategy. We pioneered a first ever on and off platform synchronized deployment, adopting the innovative CPAS ads to drive traffic and consideration efficiently, while continuing to leverage on-platform search for conversion. HUL was among the first to test and leverage CPAS innovation back then, and for good reason. Let's drill down further to dive into the benefits we saw. First, CPAS delivered 2x the reach at 50% lower CPMs compared to on-platform display ads. This allowed us to drive traffic cost-effectively, maximizing our budget. Second, we gained access to Blinkit's 1.5 million laundry shoppers, enabling precision targeting like never before. We could reach the right people with the right message, but this was not all. CPAS even allowed us to use persuasive creative formats to build consideration. We targeted powder buyers with custom creatives highlighting that Surf Liquid Matic offered the same price as powder. While all of this seems amazing, to us, the true magic and innovation was in integrating both search and CPAS to create a seamless and consistent experience connecting consumer journeys across on and off platform. Let's take a look at how we brought this to life. On the search side, we identified key search terms where our share of voice was low, particularly around powder detergent, and targeted those terms aggressively to improve SOV. We knew that improving our visibility on these terms, we could intercept consumers who were already considering a switch. Parallelly, we used Meta and Blinkit CPAS to target 1.5 million Blinkit powder detergent buyers on Meta. Our creatives directly addressed the price parity issue, showing that liquid could be just as affordable as powder. And we didn't stop there. We remarketed to users who visited the product page, nudging them towards conversion. In doing so, we were constantly reinforcing our message and encouraging them to take the next step. And at the end of this, the results were truly staggering. Our branded searches had increased by a whopping 11%. CPAS ads delivered a ROAS of 2.3x, and our blended ROAS reached an impressive 3.3x. But the most important metric, we achieved a growth rate that was 5% higher than the category average. For an established brand, this was truly spectacular. To us, what set this campaign apart was our integrated approach, seamlessly connecting consumer journeys across on and off platform touchpoints. Leveraging CPAS, we achieved precise reach, engaged powder detergent buyers with optimized creatives for consideration, and drove explosive growth by aggressively retargeting intenders. ultimately converting them to liquid detergent. And in doing so, we believe this campaign demonstrated the power of innovative thinking. Why? Because it merged on and off platform capabilities seamlessly to deliver outstanding results, allowing Surf Liquid Matic to come out on top, significantly beating category growth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to the next presentation. Entry ID is 1412 Cadbury Oreo. Over to presenter.
Hi, just give me a minute.
Pratik, are you?
Yes, I am sharing my screen. Let me know when you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm putting it in presenter mode. I hope you can still see it in full screen.
Yes. You can start. All the best.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pratik Davda, and I want to start by taking you down the memory lane, back to our childhood. 1 second. Can I start again? I think it got stuck.
Yeah,
Hello?
no problem. You can start.
Thank you so much. 1 second. I'll let you know once I'm ready. Okay, great. Sorry for all that. We'll start again. Thank you so much. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pratik Davda, and I want to start by taking you down the memory lane to our childhood, when we were full of life and playfulness, when our dreams knew no bounds, like wanting to be an army officer, a cricketer, an actress, and even an astronaut. Some dreams do get fulfilled, but there's one childhood dream that no Indian has been able to fulfill, that of going to the space. Although ISRO's recent achievements inspired quite a few movies, web series, sparking a lot of interest in space, almost like a new trending topic. But still, going to space is a distant dream for over 140 crore Indians. As a brand with a purpose to connect the world through playfulness, Oreo saw this as an opportunity to associate with a new trend and break the clutter in a highly competitive biscuit category. Oreo here could act as an enabler by giving Indians a chance to win a free trip to space by just buying a pack of Oreo. But can a cookie brand like Oreo do something like this? Well, why not? With a history of some of the most out of the box campaigns, who better than Oreo to pull off this out of the world an idea? Presenting Oreo Space Dunk.
Smile. I met my smile. You made me smile. You came to me. Now my heart is smiling and free. Can't you see?
Now twist, lick, dunk in space. Win a chance to go to space with the all-new Oreo Space Dunk Pack.
Great. With that, we thought Oreo can do it. It sits within the brand purpose, rides on a trending topic, and we can link it to business. But it's also too good to be true, because no Indian has been to space before or after Rakesh Sharma 40 years ago in 1984. So today, if you say to any Indian that they could go to space, their reaction would be,
मेरी सिलेक्शन हो गई है हाँ मेरी सिलेक्शन हो गई है नहीं मुझे यकीन नहीं आ रहा कि मेरी सिलेक्शन हो सकती है
well, going to space is that unseen, unheard, unimaginable for a common man. And there lay our media challenge, convincing the audiences that space travel was now accessible to them. But the thing is, space travel isn't like planning a Goa trip. Although Goa is 5 times farther than space. But great, still, if going to Goa is believable, let's go with that. Make Indians believe that space is just another travel destination. So we traced down the process of planning a trip and realized the 3 phases were discover, plan, and book. In the first stage, which is a passive stage, as they aren't actively looking for a travel destination, but are being exposed to it through their friends' stories, reels, TV, movies, etc. And each exposure nudges them towards the destination. And that's when they enter the second stage, where they actively start searching with intent, researching on Google, reading and viewing travel blogs, videos. And once they are convinced, they finally move to booking the trip using the travel portals. Now, in each stage of planning, their mindset differs, and so do their touch points. And thus, we mirrored our media strategy in line with each stage in their trip planning journey. To maximize participation and sales, we mapped their state of mind to relevant touchpoints and tracked the performance in each stage. In the discover phase, since they weren't consciously searching for space travel, they had to be exposed to the possibility of space travel multiple times, and so that they can start considering. And thus, we planned a high impact multimedia campaign across TV, digital, outdoor, newspaper, even IPL knockouts. We also did India's first action oriented CTV campaign, with all the touchpoints redirecting users to buy the pack and scan to register. We further tracked and measured the performance source by source using custom URLs. We also built a framework for attributing organic and referral traffic. And thus, in the second phase, where they were actively researching across travel blogs and sites, we focused on driving registrations by capturing all travel related Google searches or YouTube videos using Performance Max. So even if you were searching for a Goa trip, you would see an ad for space travel. We also piloted a performance linked activation with popular travel sites and partnered with Blinkit and Instamart to target purchasers of last minute travel essentials. Again, redirecting all traffic to drive registrations. Additionally, we retargeted the engagers from the discover phase to further enhance the performance. Finally, in the booking stage, we focused on driving pack sales by emphasizing that buying a pack of Oreo was their chance to book a ticket to space. We created exclusive destinations on Paytm, Make My Trip, and also co-created a promo with Yatra.
Your next destination could be out of this world. Buy and scan the Oreo Space Dunk Pack for a chance to win a trip to space.
Our exclusive sales-led partnership with Flipkart helped us further boost sales and pack scans. And finally, in a first, a digital campaign was optimized near real time to drive offline purchases using pack scan signals from modern trade and traditional trade, thereby making it a truly full funnel data-driven performance campaign. Our performance strategy helped us identify and reach the audiences at the right place, at the right time, with the right messaging using the right data points, delivering phenomenal results across media, brand, and business, shattering all past category benchmarks and giving us a 41% uplift in sales versus previous quarter. Most importantly, we made India believe that like other dreams, even space is within their reach. Finally, we would like to take this opportunity to announce and congratulate the India winner of Oreo Space Dunk, Mr. N. Shetty, who will be heading to the Kennedy Space Center in Florida for his training and could well be the next Indian to space after 40 years. On a closing note, I hope that this campaign helps our team fulfill our year-long dream of winning an Emvies gold for Oreo Space Dunk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, the entry ID is 1418 Blue Star. Over to presenter.
Hi, just sharing my screen.
Okay.
Just quick confirmation if you're able to see the screen and the full slide.
Yes. But you haven't shared the sound.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't have a video here.
All right.
Just confirming if the slide change is also visible. Hello?
Yeah.
I just changed the slide.
Yes.
That's visible, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Time starts now. All the rest.
All right. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aditya Sabre, and I'm here to tell you how we owned the festive sales by ranking on the #1 spot under the bestsellers in the AC segment on Amazon. We took inspiration from the legendary David and Goliath story to turn our challenger brand, Blue Star, into an Amazon bestseller. Blue Star had to face many challenges to be able to achieve this feat. The task was to go beyond the standard media buying and create a dynamic and data-driven approach. Before we move to that, let's look at the category. As we all know, the air conditioning category is dominated by legacy brands like Voltas, LG, and Panasonic. Furthermore, they have deep pockets which enable them to be present throughout the year. They have a mass appeal which makes it even harder for other brands to stand out. Blue Star, on the other hand, is a premium brand. With today's price-sensitive consumer and competition clutter, converting a user into sale was a difficult task. As we all know, the festive season is the biggest window in the year to buy appliances on a discounted price. So consumers eagerly wait for online sales. When we analyzed the searches of the last festive season, we observed that there was a spike before two important festivals, Dussehra and Diwali. Therefore, we had to ensure we created a dynamic and data-driven approach that would deliver precision in targeting and real-time optimization. Given these factors, it was important to leverage our USP and be tactical in order to stand out of the clutter. We built a robust strategy that would counter our challenges. To achieve the best results, we combined our experience in the category with AI tools to create a hybrid performance model. Our core strategy involved AI-based predictive targeting, real-time budget allocation, creative personalization, and competitor intelligence. Let's look at how we implemented all of this. We leverage our expertise for tactical execution, retargeting, and capturing high-intent audiences. And we also leveraged AI tools for real-time optimization and automation. We restructured all campaigns for effective budget reutilization. We also launched parallel campaigns targeting rival ASINs. We implemented strategies like down-only bidding to ensure we maintain a cost efficiency. We also enabled placement bid modifiers so that our ads are seen on the top of search position. We ensured that we retargeted the high-intent audiences in order to maximize our conversions. This helped us in increasing our glance views, resulting in organic ranking boost. We further used AI tools like Amazon Druna to automate bids, which kept our ads competitive. We implemented strategies like day parting to ensure that budgets are available when the demand was highest. We also enabled conversion-led bidding adjustments, which led to spends allocated to high-performing keywords. We automated reporting so that we could analyze the data real time and get insights which can be implemented to the ongoing campaigns. With all of this, we achieved the #1 best seller spot for our 1.2 ton split AC variant, dominating rankings based on sales velocity. We also observed an increase of 3x growth year on year for the same quarter last year. Blue Star ranked #2 in share of voice for the next 3 months, and we also achieved 20 to 25% share of voice on high traffic keywords, which enabled us to keep strong brand visibility and maximize conversions. So, in a nutshell, David didn't beat Goliath with size; he won with strategy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID is 1422, Kellogg's 12-in-1 Muesli. Over to presenter.
Yes. Yeah. Are you ready?
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. I'll start.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Inshore fishing is a style of fishing that targets smaller fish in shallow waters, often by casting a wide net close to the shore. While offshore fishing targets big fish by going deep sea, requiring advanced techniques. You must be wondering, why am I talking of fishing in a presentation about muesli? Identifying source of growth for a category with 3 million households amongst 113 million urban Indian households is like finding big fish in a deep sea. Good afternoon, jury members. I'm Ruchir and I'll take you through how we went deep sea fishing to find the elusive muesli consumers, and we did so by flipping the traditional marketing funnel. More than 60% of the breakfast cereals category audiences were unaware of muesli. In fact, they did not even spell muesli correctly. But the good part is, they were aware of the benefits of almond, nuts, berries, oats in everyday nourishment. Kellogg's Muesli 12-in-1 combined the power of these fruits and nuts into a ready-to-eat cereal. And the task was to get non-consumers of muesli who were seeking convenient yet nutritious breakfast choices to choose Kellogg's Muesli by telling them Kellogg's Muesli is a 12-in-1 power breakfast. Instead of casting a wide net, we needed to go deep to find consumers looking for both convenience and nutrition on media where they're sharply identifiable and in markets with high propensity to convert. Our predisposed consumers are everyday hustlers like you and me, who are health aware, label reading daily maximizers. They're internet forward and active e-com shoppers. Amazon Pie Shopper Insights and Google Insights Finder further suggested our consumers are of both genders between the age of 18 to 44 and not a parent yet. Hence, our approach started with existing FPD of past consumers, followed by deterministic audience signals or category buyers and transactors active across multiple e-com and quick-com platforms. Our next port of call was consumers searching for breakfast, and lastly, probabilistic signals or consumers of content around healthy and convenient breakfast options. Next, for markets, within the breakfast cereal's 36 million penetrated households, we gave due weightage of 60% to nutrition seekers. That is, a combination of market-wise brand sales coupled with search volumes on Google e-com platforms, and 40% to convenience seeker, that is, market-wise quick commerce and QSR shoppers, to arrive at our top 30 cities or the bullseye 26 million households. Lastly, we created a custom cohort basis audience insights from integrated search and pushed this audience through third-party DSP on and off platforms. ROI was monitored basis impact on awareness and search volumes market-wise to maximize media effectiveness. Lastly, the one PD generated helped build the audience pool for future retargeting. Just like Kellogg's Muesli with 12 ingredients in one pack, our campaign also had 12 flips in one media strategy to reach the elusive muesli consumer. Let's play the AV to take you through the 12 flips, which helped us net the big trophy fish in deep sea.
Deep diving into the 12 flips. Just awareness to demystification. We analyzed search insights and learned there was the need for category education. The thematic asset was created to demystify Kellogg's Muesli.
ब्रेकफास्ट में क्या खाती हो?
Kellogg's Muesli. 12 grains, fruits, nuts and seeds की एनर्जी वाला मेरा पावर ब्रेकफास्ट. New Kellogg's Muesli.
Just moms to urban working adults. Moms have been known to be sole nutrition providers, but the muesli is also for working adults who looks after their own nutritional needs. Correct spell to misspelled words. Muesli, Muesli, Muesli are what people search for when they actually mean muesli. Instead of bidding only on generic and competition keywords, we bid on misspelled words at less than half the cost. Linear TV to connected TV. Maximized presence on connected TV with both thematic ad and innovations like attention-grabbing 3D anamorphic video ads. Viewers were retargeted on mobile through the Wi-Fi IP address, directing them to marketplaces. All city to Muesli Prime Pockets targeting. Triangulated data from Amazon, QCOM, and gated society apps to identify convenient and nutrition seekers and skew higher media weights for better ROI. Bespoke content to useful content aiding SEO. In response to high-volume user queries, curated content on relevant muesli recipes and distributed across owned and earned platforms, including influencers, ensuring we dominate search ranking. Content to commerce. KOLs on Instagram and YouTube seamlessly integrated the brand in their content, nudging their followers to a nearby store or marketplace. E-commerce to also quick commerce. On Q-commerce, we activated search to contextually showcase video ads with a clickable carousel below the search bar. All carts to breakfast carts. Targeted audiences with breakfast items added to their cart. On checkout page, recommended brands if items like milk, toast and eggs were added to the cart. Regular combos to complementing virtual combos. Epigamia Kellogg's Muesli joined for the perfect breakfast virtual combo. On ground to phygital sampling. On Q-commerce, we induced trails with relevant transacting audiences sample packs along with their order delivery. Affinity audience to shop audiences. Larger affinity to deterministic shop audiences of category and affinity categories from e-com platforms and connected with them via CPaaS and PPA on Meta and custom audience solution on Google. We literally flipped the category codes with wins across brand, business and consumer metrics with increased household penetration and business growth.
तो आपने किया पावर ब्रेकफास्ट.
Just to reiterate, our 12 flips also flipped the results with best ever spontaneous awareness score of 42% and new households gained by 178 basis points, leading to value and volume growth of more 300 basis points. Thank you.
Last minute.
Thank you. Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 1416 Bournvita.
Okay, can I share my screen?
Yes, you can start.
Okay, I'm just going to first share my screen. 1 second. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Is it still visible?
Yes. It's full screen and
Yeah, okay.
you haven't shared your computer audio.
No, I don't have any video file. So,
all right, that's fine.
Okay. Can I start now?
Yes, your time starts now. All the best.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, judges. In your score sheet, I'm assuming you would be listing down the KPI metric for success and then evaluating our work. As I was listening to some of my peers here, I was thinking, what is the metric with which you esteemed judges would judge my entry? At the outset, I definitely don't have 3x revenue or ROAS on Amazon or in my D2C portal. In fact, the above KPIs won't be even mentioned in my deck. Further, you have heard how so many of these media levers were used to move bottom funnel metrics. But in my presentation today, you will see how we redefine the role of these two supposedly bottom funnel media levers of SEO and SEM and impacted top funnel metrics like brand love and favorability over a short period of time, and that too with actual results. And this for a brand whom everybody knows. Bournvita is more than just a beverage. It's a legacy. Synonymous with childhood joy and mother's unwavering trust, Bournvita has nourished generations in millions of homes for over 75 years. But in 2023, the brand faced a crisis. A video put out by a social media content creator went viral. The video called out the content on the label of Bournvita products and insinuated that it's not safe for children. As is the norm today, social media erupted, leading to lots of sharing and posting of this false claimed video by all and sundry. And this happened across multiple mediums online. To compound the situation, the government body FSSAI instructed all e-commerce platforms to remove milk-based drinks and beverages from its health drinks category. However, they specifically called out Bournvita and did not any other brand in the category. With new content being created regularly, the controversy kept snowballing, and the government advisory did not help. A large number of conversations were only around misconceptions about the brand compared to its peers. The brand imagery scores also took a hit, and the government advisory had impacted much beyond e-commerce. Thus, for the brand, the biggest challenge was to correct this erosion of consumer trust and the spread of misinformation immediately. To do that, we went back to our core proposition. We launched the Right Science campaign, a strategic initiative to rebuild trust through transparent, science-backed, myth-busting communication. We decided to go back to the people and put out facts about Bournvita for the consumer to understand and build trust with them again. In this part to restoring brand love, we innovated at every step of our four-step process of absorb, educate, build, and monitor. Under absorb, we deep dived into understanding the granularity of the impact using surveys mounted on our first-party data. And it gave us an immediate sense on how the consumer sentiment was impacted. We supplemented this by mounting surveys on social media panels and built a depth of understanding of the situation across our key markets. Further, we deep dived into Google search keywords as they were a real-time source of what content is being served for a consumer who's seeking information about Bournvita. And as expected, we witnessed an increasing trend of negative searches for brand Bournvita, and new baselines for volumes were established. Negative articles dominated the results of those searches. We studied more than 1,000 of such search terms and phrases and narrowed them down to 4 key buckets of most relevant keywords to tackle them in a focused manner. Search thus had become the primary touchpoint for us to impact consumer sentiment. It allowed us to present the right content to the consumer when they are seeking information regarding Bournvita. And that defined our goal for the next 2 phases of educate and build. So, under educate, the first step was to optimize content on Tayari Jeet Ki, a portal which has been part of the Bournvita family as the destination for all queries on parenting. To do that, we relooked at each of the 500 plus pieces of content on parenting and ensure that all relevant content is tagged correctly with identified keywords wherever possible. However, we could only successfully do that for brand keywords and to a certain extent for sugar-related keywords along with the brand. So, to rank on negative and controversy-related keywords, we could not bid for negative terms due to a restriction by Google. Hence, to counter that, we followed a 3-pronged approach. We made an allied list of allied keywords in search terms and bid on them aggressively, improved their relevancy by having ad copies reflect them. For example, we incorporated all the words except controversy in the search phrase information on Bournvita controversy. And thus, we kept on expanding the keyword list continuously. Paid ad search campaigns were implemented to secure the highest impression share for each of the keyword segments. This aggressive approach started ensuring that we see our content ranking for negative phrases as well as despite not using said words in the content. To further rebuild trust, we partnered with experts, nutritionists, and credible mom influencers. We identified highest trigger points around nutrition and created educative content with the influencers. This was added to our Tayari Jeet Ki portal and Bournvita's YouTube channel. By strategically incorporating these keywords, we ensured that Bournvita gained significant visibility, appearing in top search results with positive content to overshadow the negative articles circulating online. We also identified the most engaging videos addressing key concerns and promoted them specifically to Indian mothers in key markets, and leveraged other print mediums like print to expand credibility. The above 3 phases were supplemented by continuous monitoring and refreshing of content on Tayari Jeet Ki portal. This ensured that high quality relevant content is always presented in front of the consumer when they are seeking information. By doing all this, what did we get? We achieved our targets of content ranking on Bournvita specific keywords on search, and the content started featuring on Gen AI based outputs as well. Do remember, our KPI on Google search was not CPC or ROAS or cost per lead. It was impression share, and we achieved our goals in a relatively short period of time with actually no real template to follow. On YouTube as well, we have started ranking for most of our relevant keywords. And yes, we achieved the holy grail of growth in brand metrics in a short period of time. I think we have managed to do one thing which was always in theory whenever you read about digital marketing. We made traditionally bottom funnel touch points to impact top funnel metrics, and now they can be present across the whole marketing funnel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next presentation, entry ID is 1444, Kellogg's Chocolate Muesli. Over to the presenter.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible, judges?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when I can start. Is the screen visible?
Yes.
All right. Are we good to start?
Yeah, you can start now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Salik Baptista, here to present to you my case, Kellogg's Chocolate Muesli, when a legacy brand behaved like a startup. As my colleague stated a couple of cases ago, the muesli category penetration is very nascent at just 2.4% or 3 million, with a huge headroom to grow in 113 million urban households in the country. Thus, the task at hand was the same: drive awareness amongst non-triers with a new and tastier proposition of chocolate muesli, so as to grow household penetration by 150 basis points and accelerate sales growth by 300 basis points. Since the task was the same, we continued with the advanced offshore fishing techniques to net hard-to-find trophy fish, which in our case was potential muesli consumers, to drive our task. However, at the time we went offshore fishing with a tastier bait that many more fish would bite into. From consumer research, we understood that the taste was a key barrier for both category entry and repeat consumers. Taking a cue from related categories, we added flavored variant chocolate muesli to push boundaries and get new users to try the product. Growing number of people today are seeking a balance between health and flavor when it comes to breakfast. They want meals that are not only nourishing, but also delicious and packed with nutrients to fuel their day without compromising on taste. Kellogg's opted for the universally loved flavor and launched chocolate muesli. It had the goodness of multigrain, fruits, nuts, and seeds with the yumminess of chocolate, thereby making the first meal of the day nutritious and tasty. Our target audience remained the same as Muesli 12-in-1, with the urban time-pressed hustlers who were health conscious but give equal importance to taste. They are internet forward who prefer to type, tap, or swipe to do most of their tasks. We tweaked our audience-first approach, focusing only on deterministic audiences. One PD in the form of video viewers from the Muesli 12-in-1 campaign, along with lookalikes, became the core audience and were deployed on YouTube and Meta. Purchasers of muesli and related nutrition products were topped up with a larger cohort of chocolate purchasers in all forms. Lastly, the vast probabilistic cohorts were excluded. Taking a cue from our tasty new product, we coined a tasty framework to support our approach. Let me show you the details in the AV.
The launch of chocolate muesli gave us a new bait for our offshore fishing technique. Just like our tasty new product, we formulated a tasty framework which integrated key digital channels of video, social, search, display, influencers, and e-commerce to attract trophy fish and drive our objective of penetration. Targeted. With healthy investments on the Muesli 12-in-1 campaign, we generated a healthy audience pool of users who viewed our video. We leveraged these predisposed audiences for the chocolate muesli campaign, along with lookalikes to refine our target audience instead of using larger native affinity filters on the vast ocean of YouTube and Meta. It proved to be precise, more effective, with higher VTRs and CTRs, and efficient with lower CPMs and CPCs. App-based. Our consumers use multiple apps for convenience and shopping. We leveraged these transacting audiences to sharpshoot our campaign. E-com platforms helped us reach breakfast cereals purchasers and relevant affinity categories consumers that were culled out through the Amazon Insights tool, Amazon Pie. With our new bait, we targeted all kinds of chocolate buyers too. However, reaching out to them on platform was not sufficient due to low time spent and daily visits. We reached out to these audiences via a DSP on high affinity and time spent platforms across the open web and app ecosystem. E-com platforms gave us full funnel visibility and enabled us to optimize towards platforms delivering a higher ROAS for a better bang for buck. Search. With the trophy fish moving to the e-com ocean, we shifted our focus there too. We tweaked the golden rules of search. Instead of maximizing on brand keywords, we just safeguarded them as we enjoyed good organic results. Top-selling SKUs were bolstered through the self-ASIN targeting. On competition, as an alternative to keyword targeting, where we would have low relevance scores and high bids, we targeted competition's ASINs, which was more accurate and efficient. Given our market leader position, we chose to dominate only the high volume KWs obtained through Amazon Pie. All this was layered with day parting to be visible only during high traffic times of the day. To maximize conversion and reduce wastage, we time-pressed. Our time-pressed audiences used QuickCom extensively. With the help of Swiggy, we coined a custom cohort, the Breakfast Club. These were convenience breakfast consumers who were ordering meals between 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Similar audiences were procured from Paytm that was able to identify transactions done on other QSR platforms like Zomato. Why? Younger demographics. Through Amazon Pie, we understood that muesli offtakes were higher amongst younger audiences. Thus, we upweighted our deployment on their preferred social app, Snapchat. It was topped up with influencers and promoted via branded content ads to drive favorability amongst the younger audiences. Overall, our tasty media solution delivered sweet results by netting big trophy fish. The launch of
While 12 in 1 delivered excellent results, we were able to add on to them. Spont awareness grew by 31%. Brand penetration grew by 153 basis points against our target of 150 basis points, delivering business growth of 301 basis points, which was well in line with our target. Overall, our tasty homework got us tasty results. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next presentation, entry ID 1437, Starbucks.
Hello everyone, just doing a quick audio check here. Can everyone hear me clearly?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen. Okay, I'm ready to go when you are.
We can see your notes.
Okay. Second one. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, can you still see my notes? Not sure.
Cannot see the screen.
Okay. Okay, I'm guessing you can see the screen now.
Yes, this is fine.
Okay, and can you see my presenter notes?
Yes.
Okay, shoot. I'm not sure how to fix this.
Nitin, please help.
You want to share it? Maybe I can just see the.
Can you please share your screen?
Okay. All right, my colleague is sharing the screen and I'll present simultaneously. Okay, I can get started whenever you're okay with it.
You can start now.
Good afternoon, members of the jury. My name is Sabira, and I'm excited to talk about our performance marketing campaign with you, where Starbucks successfully drove foot traffic through smart targeting, leveraging first-party data. Now, before I get into my case presentation, I wanted to take a moment to show my love for one of my favorite memories, my visit to the first ever Starbucks store in Seattle. From the heavy fragrance of coffee beans to the welcoming demeanor of the baristas, to not being able to decide what to order because everything looked so appealing, I felt like a kid in a coffee shop. That day, I felt like I was in heaven. I wish I could make members of this jury experience what I felt too. After a long afternoon of listening to presentations, I'm sure you'd love a freshly brewed cup of Starbucks coffee right now, right? And so we all know how big a giant Starbucks is in the world of coffee today. Thanks to its recognizable siren logo, Starbucks is the largest coffee chain in the world with a whopping 40,000 stores in 2024. And we're all familiar with how it has embedded the coffee culture into groggy adults all over the world. And since entering India in 2012, Starbucks has become a leader in the cafe culture in this part of the world as well, holding a 26% market share in the chained cafe category and over 450 stores in India. For anyone that's been to a Starbucks store, you know how much you enjoy the ambiance, and that's by design. The Starbucks in-store experience is its biggest success factor, driving a majority of its sales. However, despite a very strong brand identity and global fame, Starbucks experienced some unique challenges in India that they didn't quite face in other parts of the world. While weekends saw higher foot traffic, the challenge was to also make Starbucks a weekday habit and drive repeat footfall. Secondly, while Indians initially visited Starbucks in throngs for the brag factor, the store is still perceived as expensive. This prevented the brand from garnering a loyal, high-frequency consumer base. Thirdly, a large growth in local coffee chains such as Blue Tokai, Third Wave, and the like challenged Starbucks' consideration by offering similar yet lower-priced menu items. And lastly, especially after COVID, consumers were opting for the convenience of the 10-minute home deliveries to consume their coffee. This threatens Starbucks' ability to establish their well-crafted brand experience and encourage a higher bill value as well as repeat visits. And so we put our minds together to determine how we'd solve for these challenges. We knew that with varied consumer perceptions and behaviors toward coffee consumption, we'd need to make a targeted and personalized approach that translated into hard business results. Introducing our campaign, Clicks to Cups, a multi-layered performance media campaign aimed to engage online consumers with offline experiences. Let's take a look at how we did it.
At Starbucks, everyone is welcome. But in India, not everyone felt that way. We needed solutions to change perceptions, habits, and preferences in a competitive market. We segmented existing audiences using our first-party database into loyalists, occasional visitors, and infrequent visitors. Our solution was simple yet effective. We focused on reactivating existing users by nudging 64% of dormant users back into action. Additionally, we introduced tailor-made discounts to attract new and infrequent users, offering them 30% and 50% discount coupons. To reframe perceptions on pricing, we took a localized approach. In Tamil Nadu, we introduced regional favorites like filter coffee, while in Delhi, we brought in masala chai, offering a taste of local culture. Along with that, we implemented localized pricing and special offers designed to meet consumer expectations in each region. To make Starbucks more accessible, we geo-targeted underperforming stores to boost local footfall. Additionally, our partnership with Cred made Starbucks more affordable for 86% of value-conscious users. To strengthen our competitive edge, we focused on 3 key strategies. First, we offered exclusive in-app rewards for repeat visits. Next, we introduced special weekday discounts to lower dine-in costs and balance store traffic. Finally, mid-week exclusive deals helped fill stores beyond peak hours. We created engaging in-store moments with QR codes, real-time interactions, and exclusive perks like personalized orders and early access. And this is how we made it all come together with remarkable results. We distributed 7.8 lakh digital coupons via WhatsApp, SMS, Google, Meta, Cred, and PhonePe, with 5 crore 36 lakh rupees in sales. That's a 7x return on ad spend. Using MoEngage, we maximized engagement through hyper-personalized communication on WhatsApp and SMS that led to 21% increase in repeat visits among new and infrequent customers. The campaign was so successful that Starbucks Global adopted it as a quarterly initiative, making it a key driver for future growth. This campaign turned online interactions into real visits, strengthening Starbucks' position as an accessible, welcoming coffee brand in India. From clicks to cups.
And so this campaign has helped us develop a blueprint on how to unlock growth in a tough market. By smartly leveraging first-party data and customized offers, along with a strong menu offering, we now know what works for the Indian psyche when it comes to Starbucks and building coffee culture. Thank you, and that's all from me, judges.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to the last presentation of this category and of this session. The entry ID is 1427, Castrol Age and Magnetic. Over to the presenter.
Thank you. Is my screen visible? And
Yes.
am I audible?
Yes. You haven't
And is
shared your computer sound.
Just a second.
Yep.
Yeah, is it visible now in full screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready to start.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Mohit, and I will be talking about how Castrol changed the way India buys engine oil. All the categories that you see here have one thing in common. They are easily purchasable via e-commerce and quick commerce channels. The e-commerce contribution to total sales for them is up to 12 to 15%. Let's take a look at a very different category, engine oil. About 5,000 odd CR worth of engine oil was sold in India in 2024, out of which only 41 CR was sold via e-commerce platforms, which is merely just 1% of total sales. This brings us to our first objective, changing the narrative of this category from an offline retail heavy to an online one. Did you also know that only 40% of car owners actually know which engine oil is right for their car? That's a very, very low number. A typical consumer journey for an oil change when the car is under warranty is one where a consumer arrives at the workshop for a free service. The oil change is included as part of this free service, and the process is completed without the consumer knowing which engine oil was used. Castrol took it upon itself to influence this journey, which is one wherein the consumer arrives for a paid service. They inquire about their preferred choice of engine oil. The oil is changed and is completed, and the consumer leaves a happy and an educated one. Which brings us to the second objective, educate the consumer on the need to use the right engine oil for their vehicle type. We narrowed down on 3 insights that drove our strategy. One in 2 consumers use e-commerce for product research. Second, the lubricant category is growing by 32% on e-commerce versus only 8% offline. And third, a deeper penetration of premium range cars, which is growing at a 15% growth year on year. Tools like Amazon Pi, Amazon Galaxy, and Flipkart Iris helped us sharpshoot to the right set of geographies, the right consumers, have the right product mix, and the right market basket. We devised a 3E model to success, which is to engage with the right audience, educate with the right message, and execute with the right formats on the right channels. We solved 2 critical problems. First, from being limited to 30 audiences to exploring 2,000 plus cohorts and eventually shortlisting 17 basis their affinity scores and size. We moved from a laborious model of operation to a real-time data integration via APIs. These are some of the cohorts that we use for a more relevant reach. To deliver the right message, we pioneered an industry-first 3D shoppable landing page on e-commerce channels, highlighting the crucial role of lubricants and the benefits of Castrol engine oil. This was also recognized as a featured case study by Flipkart. We leveraged social listening tools to analyze our TG's conversations, uncovering insights that shaped a new set of data-driven creatives. These were strategically deployed across e-commerce channels, and of course, performance was tracked. It resulted in a 27% increase in our click-through rates. The campaign spanned across a large set of touchpoints within and outside the platform. We focused on homepage banners and category banners and hyper-targeted search campaigns on the platform. Outside the platform, we focused on reaching out to deterministic audiences via WhatsApp blasts, product performance ads on Meta, social media stories, and push notifications to consumers that were browsing for engine oil. Here's an AB that will help bring the case to life.
When was the last time you actively thought about what you put in your car? This is the question that would make people stop and think. The only thing that people think about when it comes to their cars is the mileage, the looks, the comfort. Who really dwells deeper, especially into engine oils? We knew the category of engine oils had always been a low involvement category. The users did not know much about why they use the oils that they do. They depended on their mechanics and their expertise and blindly bought whatever was recommended. We wanted to bring a shift in that behavior pattern to get consumers more involved and make a conscious purchase decision on e-commerce platforms like Amazon and Flipkart. The challenge was clear: engage, educate, and execute. Edge is built for high-performance vehicles unlocking maximum power, while Magnatech offers advanced protection, coating engine parts from the moment the car starts, ensuring longevity. Consumers needed to see why their choice of engine oil mattered. We leveraged insights using tools like Amazon Pi and Flipkart Iris. We wanted to ensure that we had maximum efficiency with minimum wastage. We revamped all campaigns with a brand into, ad type into, targeting into creative level. With over 98 highly targeted campaigns, we delivered on a scale like never before. We ensured that the right SKUs reached the right audience to drive higher conversions. The aim was not just to be visible, but to actively drive conversations around engine oils. We utilized captivating celebrity creatives featuring India's iconic superstar, Shah Rukh Khan. Our search strategy was precise. We cherry-picked high-intent keywords online to ensure that we own these searches. We created hyper-targeted AI-generated creatives and placed these ads to the potential buyers who were actively browsing for engine oils on e-commerce platforms. This wasn't just a campaign, it was a complete re-engineering of how Castrol connected with consumers in the digital space. The impact was undeniable. Conversion rates increased by 28%, proving that when given the right information, consumers were ready to make informed choices. GMV growth surged by 62%, while units sold rose by 68%, showing that Castrol's digital-first strategy was making a tangible impact. ROAS improved by 60%, demonstrating that Castrol had truly reached people with scale, efficiency, and fervor. We didn't just sell engine oil online. We changed the way people think about buying it. It was the beginning of a new era in car care. One where consumers take the wheel in making informed decisions for their vehicles.
The impact on business KPIs was game-changing. Sales surged by 62%, conversions by 28%, and ROAS soared by 60%. We indeed got India to buy engine oil online. Market share for Castrol surged and they emerged as a market leader. Their e-commerce share in total business has grown by 80% since 2021, and their e-commerce business has grown 10 times faster than offline. I would like to leave you with just one thought today. Engines don't lie. They just break down when you make the wrong choice. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And that concludes the session, Mohit, with your presentation.